thing for Tanyel, because Tanyel, out of her own damn mouth, told you she is trying to spice things up. Okay? She admitted trying to spice things up. Her mission is to really get Kai back. Her mission is to not get played by Kai. Her mission isn't Ron. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that she doesn't fancy Ron. I'm not saying she doesn't find Ron attractive, but I already called this out in the previous episodes. Tanyel, like a lot of women, just like men, have an ego. And people who are very beautiful, who are used to getting their way, which she explained and told us herself, that she don't chase man chase her. And she makes sure the man them chase her. That produces an ego. Right. And so, and not only that, I think Tanyel also is very guarded when it comes to her emotions and doesn't explore them very well. And so thus that little rant she came up with about I'm jealous, which I'll talk about in a second or two, when she was talking to Kai, is really just her trying to, I'm going to say it, control. She knows exactly what she was doing when she was saying it. She wasn't really being vulnerable. She was being vulnerable, but in a way that the truth, we talk about dark arts on this channel. You can use the truth as a double-edged sword. Right? It can achieve two things. I could be truthful at the same time I could be using it to game. All right. And what I mean by gaming here is that, the objective of you saying, obviously, me telling the truth, like I'm being vulnerable, but really what it is that you want to let Kai know, listen, I'm watching you. That's what you let him know. And also as well, when you start moving mad, you have your justification. Well, I told you I was feeling a little bit jealous, and you didn't respond. Now she can go off and do what she's doing, because now the Ron situation's happening. You know what I mean? So that's just a little backstory. But for Ron, I'm gonna say this again: he need not risk his relationship with Lana. And I'm telling you, listen, what he has with Lana, he ain't gonna get with Tanyel. Listen, Tanyel is cheeky. She likes to bounce. She likes to flirt. But what you have with Lana, you ain't gonna get with Tanyel or Zara.
Mean to steal you, I'm not gonna lie.
How was your date?
We had quite a good date. Like, we had conversation.
So, do you want to get to know her yet?
I think I'll have conversations with her and get to know her, but honestly.
Okay, so obviously I love the fact that he was honest enough to tell her the truth. I mean, she did ask him the question about whether, he wants to get to know Zara. And I don't know, I don't recall him mentioning he wants to get to know Tanyel to Lana. I know definitely he mentioned about Zara, but I don't know about the Tanyel situation. I don't think he fully trusts Tanyel either, because when he had their conversation, Ron and Tanyel, he even mentioned it. Where did this come from? Like you said, obviously, he's suddenly liking me, but where did it actually come from? Like, this wasn't happening before. So I was like, yeah, bro, yeah, I need you to stay on key and stay on point. Poor Lana out here, she again, the very thing she said at the very beginning of the show, she likes people that don't like her. It's looked like it's about to happen to her. You know what I mean? And the reality is, oftentimes we actually carry an energy that puts us in the place of a repeated situation. Sometimes you ask the question, why do I keep dating bad boys? Why do I keep dating guys who aren't available? Why do I keep dating men that don't want me? Why do I keep dating men that disrespect me? It's because the energy you're putting out. A lot of times, if you're seeing a repeated pattern, it's not just because men are trash, it's because you're putting out a certain energy, and you need to realize the thing. You understand? Yeah, you need to look back through the patterns of behavior and ask yourself, what do I put off, or what do I put out? What am I contributing to this situation? Why do I keep ending up in the same situation? Because it's only a matter of time before you can blame everybody else. But if you're in the same situation constantly, you are the common denominator. Stop blaming other men and saying men are trash, and start looking at your own behavior. Now, focusing back to Ron and to Lana's situation, I hope that's not going to happen to her, because I think Ron's a really cool guy. I like his energy. I think him and Lana make a really great couple, and I think they could actually make things work. Whereas Tanyel and Zara, they're fantasy women, bro. I'll be honest with you, bro. They're gonna enjoy you for a short while, but Lana is a long-term project. I'm telling you now, bro. But you know what? In this villa, people risk things. People risks things. They risks things. Okay. All right. Let me get back into this. So let me bring this clip into why I said what I said about the Tanyel situation. I'll tell you why I said this, because he even clocks it himself. Okay. Let's have a look at this part here. All right. Let's bring this part here for you guys.
Tanyel in that chat it's proper surprised me. She keeps things very close to her chest.
And then all of a sudden, she's come out and she said, like, obviously she likes me.
Brother, all of a sudden she came out and told you she likes you. Do you know why she did that? Because she is trying to play her own particular game, bro, and you will become a pawn in that game. I'm telling you now. I'm not saying that she doesn't fancy him. I'm not saying she doesn't find him attractive. I'm saying that people know how to use people when they have their objective and their agenda. She's got an ego, so she needs to supply the ego. Ron, if you risk it for Tanyel, it might work for the short time, but I'm telling you, when another guy comes into the building, or another guy in what you call it, in what they call it, Casablanca, what's the other place they call? What's they call the place? What's the place they call when they go to another place? You guys know exactly. Put it in the chat for me so I understand what it is. You know what the other place is? The Shadow Realms. When they go to the Shadow Realms and they come back, if she finds a Kai over there, another Kai over there, she's gone. I'm telling you, bro. Listen, I know the fact that obviously that I don't want to go to you because again, I'm focusing on Ron here. And again, Mandem, I want you to be I want you to understand this, right? Sometimes the bombshell, the baddie, the spicy one, the sexy one is tickling you, it's touching you. It's making you feel some type of way. But the reality is that the long-term project? Casa Moore, thank you, Grace. Much appreciation. Listen, when these kind of listen, someone like Tanyel, someone like like Zara, they're here to tickle your fancy. They're here to tickle your balls. Okay, don't be rude about it, but they're here to spice you. But they're not going to be a long-term project. Lana is already look. When Lana got to you, she was very happy. From the very jump, you two were clicking. I know you said you like a bit more of the. He likes a bit more of the buzz in the bass, which is why he's gonna be intrigued by Tanyel. But the reality is that gonna be the long-term thing? If you're saying you're here for love, if you really say you're here for love, and you're not here for a quick baga, you're not here for a quick baga, you're not here for the poussoir, you're not here for the delash. If you're here for the actual relations, I'm telling you now, brother, going for Tanyel, risking it over Lana is gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you. It's gonna really cost you. Don't do it. You understand? Don't do it. The moment you guys connected, y'all said y'all gonna get married. You could tell that you two were vibing straight away. So listen, I'm telling you, stick to Lana. If you move with Tanyel, you will I believe you'll regret it. I agree you'll regret it. And I'll tell you why. Because Tanyel is here for madness. Okay, she's here for madness. Let me tell you why she's here for madness. Look what she even told us. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. Look what she told us.
This is what I feel like doing.
Yeah.
Stay the fires here.
Yeah.
I want to add petrol.
Whoa. That is intense.
Remember this?
What did she say? See, the fire is here. I want to add petrol. This girl is not here for you. I'm telling you, you think the girl is here for. Listen, you see this type of men and women all the time. I called them serpents, okay? And the